Today, we'll be reviewing the FANTECH Commander MVP-862. So, you know FANTECH. I know FANTECH, we all know FANTECH. And usually combos are not that good. It's either the keyboard is not good or the mouse is not good. That's usually how combos work. So this is a FANTECH Commander. I'm just gonna call it Commander, and I'm gonna unbox it. So the package comes with a mouse, a keyboard, a keycap remover, and a switch remover. Now, first of all, let's talk about the mouse. Let's move this all aside. So the mouse is actually pretty heavy, like really heavy. Compared to this A4 office mouse, with this FANTECH mouse that comes with it, it's really heavy. Setting aside, the mouse actually, you can actually change the color of the mouse, or the design of the mouse. As you can see here, there's a button at the bottom beside the laser. When you click it, it changes between the different patterns that it could actually have. I think that's all. Now let's go to the keyboard. So the keyboard is actually a mechanical keyboard. Comes with the Otamo blue switch, which is actually hot swappable. That's why it comes with this keycap remover and this key switch remover. I don't actually recommend using this keycap remover over here. As you can see, I'm gonna try removing one. As you can see, when I remove the key switch, you can notice it actually slides off. It actually slides off, scratching the switch itself. So I don't actually recommend using the key switch remover. You could buy a proper key switch remover anywhere else. Just don't use this one over here. I'm gonna try removing the switch. Now, the key switch remover is actually terrible. I won't recommend using it. It's really hard to remove the key switch. So I'm going to try removing the key switch now. Okay, there we go. Now, as I was removing the key switch, it felt like I was actually gonna break the key switch because it's really hard to remove. I feel like I was gonna break it. I was afraid that I was gonna break a new keyboard, but you know, it gets the job done, but it's really terrible. I prefer just buying one from anywhere else, any online shopping site. Now, as you can notice, this key switch is actually Terry MX compatible, which means that there's a lot of other keycaps that you can use along with it. I'm gonna try putting it all back. Let's discard all these. Gosh. Okay. Now the keyboard itself is actually pretty okay for its price. Let me try opening MS Word. So I'm gonna try and move the mic for a second, so you can hear the actual keyboard when I press it. And now, as expected of a blue switch, it's actually clicky and tacky, as expected of a blue switch. I don't actually prefer blue switches. I prefer more silent switches. But you know, it's what it has. That's all I have. Now, I didn't notice it before, but as you can see here in the corner, I'm gonna lift up the keyboard. You can see it actually has a factory defect right here. I'm gonna focus the camera. There we go. See, as there's like, I don't know if that's melted plastic or. Focus it more. There we go. I don't know if that's just, you know, melted plastic or it's just a crack or something. It's definitely a factory defect. Like, it's not physical damage. So yeah, I can't return it though. It's past its warranty. Too bad. Now the keyboard comes with multiple functions, like calculator function. There's a shortcut. There's a function for opening the calculator. It's function 12, F12, function F12. There's a function for like volume buttons, function F2 and function F4. Sorry, my bad. It's function F2, function F3, and function F4 for mute. And you can actually change the color of the keyboard too, like the pattern in the color. So when I press function and insert, it will actually change the pattern of the keyboard. As you can see, this is the first one. This is the second one. Sorry, it's a bit bright today. It's currently daytime. Okay, now watch. This is actually pretty cool. This is one of the reasons why I bought this keyboard. As you can see, when I type, it actually will form a wave pattern from the key where I typed, where I pressed. Pretty cool, am I right? Go to the next one. Now this is actually almost the same thing, except it only lights up the key that you press on. So now this forms like a wave by row. Okay, that's all the patterns for the keyboard. But you can actually change the color of the patterns on the keyboard. So if I, for example, press, let me choose a pattern. For example, this one, and I press function. So when I press function delete, watch what happens. It actually changes the color of the pattern. It actually works with all the patterns. So let me choose another one. For example, this one, and I can change it pala. For example, I like green. So there you go, it has green. You can choose another pattern. For example, I like yellow. So yeah, I can change it to any color that it has available with any pattern. Now I can actually change the brightness of the pattern of the backlight. So if I press function down or up, a function up is for increasing the brightness of the backlight, and a function down is for decreasing the brightness. So if I press function down, it has 4 levels. There's no light, slightly brighter. Sorry. A bit more brighter. Brighter. I think that's the last one. I think that's the brightest it can go. And you can also change the speed of the patterns. So I can, for example, I will press it's actually function left and function right arrow buttons. Function right is to function left is to decrease the speed of the pattern. And then the function right is to increase the pattern, the speed. I think that's all that I could talk about this keyboard. It's actually a pretty good keyboard, except for the factory defect right here in the corner here. That's pretty terrible. Also the mouse. The mouse is really heavy for a mouse, and it's advertised as a gaming mouse. So I wouldn't actually recommend buying combos. But if you want to change your mouse from anything else, this would be a good compromise. You get a new mouse, you get a new keyboard. I wouldn't really recommend the mouse, but you get what you get with the combo. You bought the combo, what did you expect? So that's all. Probably gonna throw away those key switch and the keycap removers. Really terrible. Don't use them. And yeah, that's all. See you next time.